If only I were better at this fucking game. Holy crap. Alright, and for those of you on YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'm not going to be doing intros like this on every single episode because we are doing this live over at twitch.tv/Gravion. For those of you, so if you've not caught us on the stream, you can catch us in the VODs or whatnot, or come catch us live next time. That said, we were doing some Kokodo quests. I did say last time we would do some quests other places, so let's go check out, let's go to Yakumo. I like Yakumo a lot. So Yakumo Village is the village for Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. It is one of the few Monster Hunter games that never got released here in the States, so Generations was really the only opportunity most American players, and even European players got to experience it, unless you did what I did, which was I ordered a Japanese copy and then played it in Japanese. It was a fantastic game. I mentioned a couple episodes ago. It was very, very good. But this is it was very like Japanese themed. You had a lot of like pagodas and stuff with cherry blossoms and things. Very cool area. It's also the game that introduced Zinogre to the game lines, to the games. So it was actually very, very cool. This area up here was the hot springs, which you actually can't go to now. The whole place is based on like a hot spring village. It's also where the gathering hall was for your online quests. So for now, let's go and talk to the Yakumo chief. A new leaf stands out amongst the fallen colors. You are the Academy Hunter I've been expecting. You are greatly honored to make my acquaintance, Hunter. I am the chief of the Yakumo village. We've had a chance to look around our grand village. It is quite famous for its hot spring. The Yakumo foot bath has proven especially popular. You're very sorry that it's not open right now, however. The way she talks is so strange. Maybe it was like this in Japanese as well. It was very obviously I don't speak Japanese very hardly at all, so I didn't know particularly what pieces were saying or what the general storyline was outside of like go hunt this monster and stuff like that. But as soon as the attendant returns, you will give its refreshing waters a try. Oh yes, you've seen the house by the stairs. I am free to have you stay there while you are here. Everything you need, bed, item box, and other necessities, only used by our village hunter, who has graciously let you use it for the time being. So every single house that you get for the other villages actually belongs to another character from that you played as in the other games. I think there are a few requests you would like to do for us if you don't mind. Misty Peaks. Misty Peaks is the area. It's very, very cool. Probably go do something there. There's some Jagia quests, which we actually think we'll go do. We'll do that. That should be a good time. I actually need... I don't remember where the food place is here. Oh, it's up here. Normally it was inside your house. Actually, I think maybe there's a restaurant down there. I don't actually remember. It's been a long time since I played that game. Sure, we'll take insurance in case I get carded against Jagia. That's a great plan. And we also need to go in... There's a chest over here, right? Yeah. Drop all the items we got. We do need to restock on a few items. Why did I run away from the chest I can do that at? I don't know. No, potions. That's also potions. Mega potions. There we go. Okay. Quest gal here. Going to do her quest, which is Bye Bye Jagia. We do need Jagia's parts to get the armor, so we'll actually go ahead and do this. It'll be worthwhile to both farm gear and complete some required quest lines. Well, these aren't required, but they're optionals that are important in order to unlock other quests later on that that are worthwhile to do. This is one of my favorite zones in all of Monster Hunter games. Misty Peaks is such a cool area. It introduced monsters like Azeros and Zinogre and Duramboros was in this zone as well. Which his name was actually Dobo Baruk, or Double Belt, so they really changed that one. Which admittedly is not as much of a change as Nibbles Snarf, which we'll encounter him a little bit later on. Considering its name was Huaru Sapusu. Not Huaru Sapusu, it's Harya Priya, something like that. No, those are actually like just me mispronouncing Frontier monster names. There is a name for it. It's very, very different. Certainly not Nibble Snarf. I need Jagras. Yeah, these big boys over here, which actual big girls. All the, so this other species, the Jagras are the males, these tiny ones, and then the females are the Jagia. And you have a great Jagras, which is like the alpha, or pack alpha. Okay. That away. Let's also give 2 carbs apiece. So we'll go ahead and carve them up. Get our Jaggy scales. We need a bunch of these. I don't think there's actually like Jaggy. Oh, there's Jaggia hide. Is that still a thing in this? You little shit. Okay, there we go. This place is so cool, though. There's like a bamboo forest. I think it's over here, actually. Oh, it's just the next area over. So there's like rice paddies and things. These huge like rice stalks and stuff. It's over here, I believe it is. What's that guy's about to sneeze? Sorry about that. Good lord. I feel like my face exploded there. Good God. Sorry for headphone users. Let's go. 5 monsters left. Get my carbs in. Yeah, I think these guys have the same drops as Jaggies, but they're just, yeah, they drop Jaggy hide. They just have, how do I put it? They're just, give you 2 cards instead of 1. I guess we'll check area 5. I think there's some of them in there. Cat's saying something that I totally missed. It's something on screen. It is This is actually where one of the Zenogres would spawn. There was a high rank quest, because there's no master rank in 4th and 3rd. There was a high rank quest that had what's it called? 2 Zenogres in it. I used to do that with Heroics, which is where you get down below 30% health, and then it gives you a massive boost to your damage and defense. And so basically you just don't get hit, because otherwise you die. And then and so it's a really, and basically, Zenogre has this weird thing in earlier Monster Hunter games, especially when it first came out, where called a pellet magnet. So basically, certain monsters in earlier Monster Hunter games had, in order to help pellet shots hit them when their hitboxes are so weird, they almost had like magnets that would suck the pellets from pellet shot to, or from it's not called spread shot, it's called pellet in this, to their to that particular point in their body. Diablos, you could hit it in its tail, and it would, like, you could like aim away from the monster, like up to like 45 degrees away, and it would still hit it, like stupid stuff like that. Zenogre. Thing is though, Zenogre's weakness for that was in its head, which is also its shot damage weak point. And so you use it with Old Weakness Exploiter, which is like 10 points for like 50% affinity whenever you hit a weak point. It wasn't like you had like Clutch Claw, stuff like that in this game, so you've got stuff like that in order to get it done. One over there. But you'd get it, like, we just do this ridiculous, like, crit setup. It was so dumb. It was a good time, though. I really enjoyed it. That's what I used for most of the end game. There's our last Jaggy over there. Oh, I must have fat fingered the Spirit Slash. That must have been it. Definitely fat fingered the Spirit Slash. Alright. What do we end up with? Drop-wise, 9 hide, 2 fangs, 4 scales. That's not bad, actually. That might be enough to make most of the set. Let's see if we can get another item or 2 while we're waiting for the quest to end. There we go. A few more hide and scales, always worth. You can kind of tell, like, this is like, so these zones are a little more vertical, not very much. Like, it's very flat compared to, you have these like little sections where you could like jump off of to try to get mounting attacks and things. Actually, no. I think that was actually that little buff was actually added for this game too, because I don't think that was in the original one, because there weren't mounting attacks in that game. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's been many years. Many years since I played that game. I played it, God, 2012? So a long time. Let's go ahead and turn in our quest with her. Greetings, Hunter. You've already fulfilled our request. The villagers are quite pleased. When you've completed a quest here, you'll earn contribution points. Yep, same for all the other villages. Start menu. Yes, I will allow you to use extracting points. Of course, there is much more for you to assist us with. See me afterwards. Alright, she should have another quest for us. We see Peak 67 in a beautiful area. The trees, especially, I know. Yeah, it's really cool looking. At the time, like when it was first, like when this zone was brand new and the game was like fresh out for Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, it looks so cool compared to some of their previous zones. And obviously all of this now is not great comparatively to World, but I mean, this used to be a mobile, like a handheld game. So, okay, and that does get us Azeros. Azeros armor, I remember being pretty solid. It's probably worth doing Azeros now. Small token appreciation gives us our first Yakumo ticket. Let's check out armor real fast. Forge armor. Okay, we can now do the jaggy stuff. So this armor gives 3 points in attack. It gives some defense points down, but as long as we don't get like bad stuff, we should be fine. I think it gives attack up small, maybe even attack up medium. We made some more scales, but we should be able to make most of the stuff. I don't think it'll be much of an issue. Let's do the cap. Let's use more fire attack. We really don't need fire attack though, so we'll just do that now. I can't make the vest. Oh, I need shiny beetles. Crap. That's a lot of attack points. The cow chest looking pretty cool. Can't do the arms. What do the arms give? These are the expert gloves. Probably not gonna help me much though. You get fire attack. Okay, we can do the jaggy fault, so that's an option. Let's give attack gives. We want these. So only a few more points you can get attack plus attack. Like, okay, these shin guards, they give attack. They give expert. Water attack, yeah. So we will make these. It's like having expert is good. Did I make the arms? I cannot remember if I made the arms or not. I did not make them. So I'm gonna make these two. I think it's left at the chest plate. So I need 3 more hide and the shiny beetles. So right now, I don't think we have any skills active aside from our base gathering +1, yeah. Okay, so welcome to the skills screen. This is a bit complex compared to the newer games. We still need 3 points in attack, 3 points in expert. Can we make those decorations? The nice thing is you can actually... Okay, there must be some other things I have to do. Oh, we don't have any aqua glow jewels to make them with. That's the issue. Okay, never mind. We'll just roll with it. We'll have to go get some beetles and stuff like that. But for now, let's go do Azeroth, I think. I think that's a solid way to continue forward. Keep talking about, well, you need to do the required quest. No, dag with that. We're going to do Gendrome. We'll do Azeroth another episode. I kind of want the health. I hate Gendrome because it paralyzes you. Do this one because I imagine I'm going to hit quite a bit. Same stuff. Okay. I would like to do low rank quest. You need to do Gendrome Roadblock. Actually, no. I say that, we kind of need to go get those bugs to upgrade our gear and also to craft that chest plate. So let's go ahead and do Hermit Grab, because there's a lot of places we can gather bugs while doing this. And that will let us kind of continue forward. Let me dump off our extra items from this box here. Oh, here. Apparently we used all the ones we got. Either that or I already restocked one too. One of the two. Also, holy crap, pal, thank you for the two $10 donations. I just saw them. Thanks a ton, man. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna love mistake for this. No problem, man. This is kind of what I do on this channel. So, man, like I do, with WoW being so so fucking boring now. Like Monster Hunter's been my great love for a very long time. So like it really is just kind of playing the games that have made me happy for the last. Hello, can I carve this, please? Like for the last, I guess, decade and a half. Nearly 15, nearly 16 years playing these games. Right. Here's our Hermitar shell, which is almost completely useless until we actually killed Daimyo Hermitar, which I think is like 3-star, maybe even 4-star. So before I kill all 5 of those crabs, let's go gather some bugs, which is the entire reason we did this quest in the first place. I know there's some bugs here in 3. Oh man, so for those of you watching on YouTube, so you don't get confused, Pal has asked if I'm ready for Path of Exile's new expansion, Harvest. It looks really good. I'm not normally a big fan of these kind of like farm management games, even though I played Animal Crossing, I played Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley. But I think it looks actually really fun. Okay, you have to die now, Crabs. You interrupted me and threw off my train of thought. You've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm excited, really more than anything, I'm excited to see the new slam skills coming back. I guess they're old skills, but they're called new because they're renaming them. I'm probably going to play an Earthquake Juggernaut because that's like one of my favorite builds in all Path of Exile. And to see Earthquake be like totally usable again is, oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for screen-wide Earthquake again. Like when they nerfed the area stuff 5 or 7 patches ago, maybe more than that now. They nerfed or 5 or 7 like major patches ago. They like got rid of all of they basically ruined the ability to make screen-wide AoEs. But that like basically killed Earthquake because that was the only thing it had going for it, where it's a screen-wide AoE and screen-wide clear. And so like now it's really only used as a lab farmer. Man, it was so much fun, like, playing old Earthquake. Like, my only regret is that you can't use Earthquake with with face breakers, because I want to be able to punch the ground and make an earthquake. Maybe someday, though. Alright, let's double check here. We only need one more of those crabs, so let's not kill the Hermitard just yet. Ideally, there's not one in here, and our cats won't kill it, because that would kind of suck. So I'm still looking for... Oh god, there are some in here. Okay, we have to hope they can survive being really beaten by our cats when we harvest these bugs. Royal Rhino, that's not what I need. Spider web. Give me the shiny beetles. Did they not drop? Did they really not drop from the zone? Like, now I'm just really confused where those beetles come from. You know, the saddest thing about Earthquake and stuff coming back now for me is that, like, I was like 100% was already gonna play a Glacial Cascade Miner as my starting build, because that build is stupidly good, and then transition into a Eternity Shroud build afterwards, and then they announced Earthquake, like, or the Slam skills coming back, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't play anything else now. You, damn it, PoE, curse you. Man, like, it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be really fun. I did hear to date that they start. Yeah, let me read your comment real fast. Yeah, so, like, the thing about starting builds is, like, there are some builds that, unless they nerf them, like, into the ground, which would kind of suck for a lot of them, that's not something Path of Exile really does. Like, Grinding Gear doesn't really nerf stuff into the ground hardly at all, unless it's, like, stupidly broken, and even then it, like, just makes it more reasonable. I mean, Chris Wilson, one of the lead devs on there, said in his interview with Ziki D recently from the announcement that they're going to be nerfing some of the builds, which in the community eyes will be they have been nerfed into the ground. Really, they're just taking a build that was overpowered and making it more in line with everything else. Max block or lacerate should be pretty good though. Running Gladiator with bleed explosions should be pretty fun as a starter build. Bleed, I can never really get into it because I feel like it takes forever to ramp up. But I feel like once you have the build really going, it does so much damage. Alright, let's check what quests we have left. So we only have a few left to do. We know we need Gendrome. We need Renoploses. Okay, so we need Gendrome and Renoploses. I think we'll do Renoploses, and then I'll cut the episode here for YouTube. Or cut the episode after this quest for YouTube, and then we'll move into Genfer for the next one. I'm getting so much YouTube content, and I keep like talking like you can catch it on YouTube and like watch as like I get to we get to like next week's stream, and I've not uploaded any of this to YouTube. I've not edited it. It's just a lazy piece of shit. I kind of want stamina. I long for the days when I can go out and eat a meal and get 50 health and 50 stamina without having to worry about anything. I mean, in the long run, though, for starter builds for Path of Exile, the thing that really sets them apart is builds that don't require any hard-to-get items to do good damage and to kill bosses and to clear maps. Because if you can do that without needing like really rare specific uniques, or I'll use for example Eternity Shroud, or things, or if you don't need like Shaper items or top tier roll rares, then you can do really well, which is why starter builds are the same every league, because those kind of builds don't really change. Builds that scale really well and ramp really well are solid. Or have good, or just general skills that work well to where they have good clear. Like look at Essence Drain, Cajun. It's a ridiculous build and does some insane clear and is relatively easy to gear into. Like really, all you really need to get going is either a +1 to all Chaos skill gems wand, which you can get very easily by just searching the shops, or even easier than that, you can roll with a 20 plus percent chaos damage over time multiplier wand, which is also very easy to get. Can be bought in Act 1 if you get lucky enough. And I found like 4 or 5 of them just like while leveling my starter character for last league, so it's a really simple build, and it's strong because of that. I played the character like level 85 and then went on and played other cool stuff. Specifically, my character that I got to like my highest level I've ever gotten a PoE character, which is a Glacial Cascade Miner with Eternity Shroud. The only thing I was missing were 2 shaped essence worms to finish out that build, and the reason I didn't have those is because they're either not available or 10 plus Exalted Orbs each, and like that's just too much currency to spend on a ring. There are other ones of these guys. I don't know where they are. Catch you later, Flyer. Thanks for hanging out, man. Get some sleep. That's really late, man. Okay, spend 11 days to... Oh, I say that as I tap my R button too early. I think the run-up-close are in 7 and 4, I think? Question mark, possibly? You wouldn't believe that I did this quest earlier today on another character. This exact same quest. Nope, they're actually in neither of these zones, which means they must have been in 3. Mute my micro fast while I cough. We'll stay out of the way of these big-ass ants. Like, look at these guys. Look how big these fucking ants are. These are bite your legs off ants. Like, wake up with them on you and just be, like, dead. Because their jaws are as big as your hand. Or bigger. Okay, nothing here. We'll try gathering bugs here. I don't think this is where the beetles are, those shiny beetles, but I don't even know. Like, I can't find them anywhere. This gives immortal moss, which are our supply items, which means they just turn into points when we get done. They give thunder bugs. Like, all those items we got are good. Where did you get shiny beetles? There may be specific areas, actually, now that I think about it. This is where I should go and check Kiriniku and find out where the drops are. And that didn't kill him. Okay. Guess we're gonna kill him by literally bludgeoning him to death with our longsword. Nope, don't charge. Just stay there. Stay there and rant. Yes, good run-up-close, or run-up-close, or however you pronounce it. Oh no. Okay, let's go get our other carve. We didn't even get the other carve. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Could have been a scalp. Which are actually like really rare and you need them for certain things. And we need one more. So I guess we head back up to 3. There should be one spawn, or not 3, area 6, there should be one spawn in there now. I don't know what the song is, but I got a song in my heart and I'm going to sing. Probably would be better if I played it on guitar, but I don't know how to do that just yet. Well, I don't know how to play the song, I should say. I can play guitar really well. I guess really well is subjective. I play guitar well enough. Oh, man. think a couple paychecks from now I'll have to commission another emote from Kino. Right now I've got one currently in the queue commission, and I'm gonna get, so basically Basil Geese from Monster Hunter World, I'm gonna get that as an emote. He said it's gonna be, I always call Basil Geese Bubble Juice, just out of habit. And so we're gonna get a Bubble Juice blowing bubbles with a bubble wand emote. It's gonna be the new tier 1. Rather than the one I'll post in chat right now, which is Scrappio 1 Train, which is our general purpose train emote. As I try to tab back over to my Switch. Okay, that's totally how this works. That's what I get for playing on my second monitor. Scalp. Carves? Hello? Yeah, basically it's going to be pushing the train emote back to tier 2, and then the gravy boat coal car back to tier 3, and then the Basil Geese one will be the new tier 1. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Scalps, so I'm going to assume that maybe scalps aren't in this game? Which would be kind of nice. I would actually be really okay with Renoplay scalps aren't in this game. They were really necessary in Tri and Tri-Ultimate and in 4 Ultimate to upgrade certain pieces of gear. I'd really rather not have to farm Renopro scalps.